Big day for the Seahawks, pulling off a really big win over the Steelers on the road, and a man who got some action out there, a guy we've been clamoring for, Dave. Get this guy the ball. Would you please get him the ball? He's with us on the Emerald Queen Casino Sportsbook Hotline. Tight end A.J. Barner is with us. How are you, man?
Doing well. Good to be on here.
Well, it's good to talk to you, and it was good to see you get the ball a few times. It was, we've been screaming about that, and it was good to see the ball get spread around in a way that maybe it didn't in the first game. Was there a concerted effort to make that part of the offensive game plan, or is that just, hey, look, things went the way they did in game one, and this game just allowed us to do that?
For sure. I'm just glad to get the win. But yeah, I mean, those things happen when you're playing good football. Guys get a bunch of touches, and yeah, I mean, you get it to me, I'll probably, especially in the red zone, I think it's a good look down there.
Hey, AJ, what should we call this tush push where you line up under center? You know, I think we called it the grunge plunge or something like that. We got to get some kind of a new way to name that. But tell us about that play and just how you came about to be the guy that's going to take the snap there.
Yeah, a little barn push, I guess. I don't know. But,
barn push?
They just kind of, I feel like I fit the mold for that on our team, kind of the guy that you'd go to for something like that. So it's cool, and honestly, that's a play for the O-line. They kind of do all the dirty work there, and really I just fall forward, and Charbonnet actually gave me a nice push in the back too. So just take the snap, secure the ball, get what you can, and I mean, my body should be able to fall forward for a yard or two.
Yeah, that's another topic of conversation, AJ, is we've just talked about that play in general and how there are some teams that want to ban it, and that's not football. And I'm thinking, well, why? Because you can't stop it, so that's why you want to ban it? What was, before you were the guy getting the ball and being involved in that, what was your opinion on that play?
Yeah, I don't play D-line or nose tackle, so I don't know. I mean, I get it in a sense. Like, you see the Eagles run it, and it is somewhat unstoppable, but hey, it's football, so it is what it is. And shoot, if I'm the one getting it, I mean, I'm
then you like
keep it around. Yeah, let's keep it around for a long time.
Hey, AJ, we talked at the end of last year, and you talked about coming back your second year, and I'm just curious because I totally see it from you that it just kind of clicked for you this year. Tell us, I mean, you had a great rookie year. But, how did you feel coming in this year, and did you feel some of those things that we talked about?
Yeah, it's kind of week to week. Last week, I feel like as a team and myself, we didn't really play too well. I didn't show up in the stat sheet at all. I mean, was out there blocking. This week had a solid week, and it's really still scratching the surface for myself, honestly. And like I said at the start of the call, I just want to win at the end of the day, but I continue to make, more strides to become a really good tight end in this league. And the biggest thing is the confidence. I know I can do that, and I know I can do that today. And now it's a matter of, obviously let's win every game, but, I want to have big games coming up. So it's really just a confidence thing. Now what your role is and how it can be exemplified in these games.
Was there anything, AJ, that they told you at the end of the season, hey, we'd like you to get, work on this part of your game, or work on this that part, or we want you to get bigger or smaller, or anything you took upon yourself to change in the off season?
Yeah, I think just getting bigger a little bit. I was big last year, but not as big as I am right now, and just sturdy and whatnot. And biggest thing is the consistency for the type of role that I play too. You have to be really detailed to be able to do the run game over and over, and the pass pro over and over, and then run a route. So the mental fortitude too, to be able to lock in and know my assignment on each play and just stay present, because it's all those little details that go into the job of your play that really get it done. So I think that, just really staying locked in mentally and physically throughout the whole game to play complete games.
I feel like the Seahawk tight end room has always been pretty solid, I mean, over the years. And now you got Eric Saubert in there and Elijah Arroyo. Sometimes I guess Brady Russell, maybe Robbie Utes even a little bit. But tell us about that room.
Yeah. It's a really great room. Elijah is one of my best buds on the team, and I'm really excited for him. He's a really, really talented player, and we complement each other really well. There's some things that he does that I can't do, and vice versa. So I'm really excited that he's here and really excited for his future. And then Sauber, a guy that's been in the league for a while now, just a really good veteran presence for our room, leadership, keeping us grounded, and just making sure we got the right mindset day to day and going into games. And then, Brady and Oots, they're definitely a part of our room too, and all of us being able to contribute. We also have Nick Callerup, who was on the 53 as well. So our coach, Mac Brown, does a really tremendous job of getting all of us ready, and it's a tight-knit group. And, Clint, has a strong history of tight ends, and we got a nice little room of them.
Hey, as far as this offense goes, AJ, how different is it from what you were doing last year?
It's different. Different run schemes, I would say, like different footwork involved with the run schemes, different angles to it. We were last year a lot in the shotgun, this year a lot more under center. But, I'm a big fan of it, and obviously there's some things that, continue to need to be ironed out. It's a work in progress. It's not going to be perfect right at the start of the year. It should be perfect, but, it's never going to be. But, I just think the little details and the rules to the run plays that we have just need to be learned and set in stone for myself, too. Just knowing week to week, like no matter what the defense is, if I know the rules on this play, then I can have the answers to what they're presenting in front of me. So that's a big thing.
AJ, tell us about that Steeler defense. It looked like, first of all, their linebackers, I think, are four of the best. But it looked like they were bringing lots of pressure and they kind of sell out on certain plays. What was difficult about that Steeler defense that you guys beat?
Yeah, real good defense. They got a lot of really good players over there. Cam Hayward doing it for a long time. T.J. Watt, Highsmith, etc. Got really good players, but honestly, we took it to them, and that's what needs to be done from here on out. I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, so I grew up watching those Steelers teams, and they're like physical teams, obviously, and like that's our job now. Like that's what the Seahawks are going to be. So obviously, got a lot of respect for them, but in this 1 week, and we need to move on. But I felt like we handled business.
Hey, tell us about working with Sam Darnold, because obviously you were with Geno Smith last year. Sam Darnold comes in and coming off a great season with the Minnesota Vikings. But how different has that been? How do you feel like you guys have a rhythm, or is that something you're still developing? How's that going?
Going good. I think Sam's done a really good job. Really consistent player. Knows football very well. Knows the offense very well. Great leader for our offense. And I'm really excited for what we have going here. I think he's going to have a really great year. It's good what we got.
Hey, AJ, your personality, you're a guy, I was telling the guys, you ask questions. You ask a lot of questions, and a lot like my co-host here. And I always say, hey, I think the smartest people in my that I know are, they ask lots of questions about stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You're kind of curious, even like you've asked me about when I played. And that's like the most boring subject ever. But you, you just have that kind of personality. And like I said, typically the smartest people I know ask lots of questions. That seems like you.
For sure. No, I wasn't the smartest person in school, but you learn stuff from asking questions about people and just the relationships that you build with your teammates. And I'm a creative and curious person when it comes to football. I like to be able to learn about what the defense is doing, like on their side of the ball, and not necessarily like the coverage that they might be playing, but the techniques and like their rules to how they're doing it. They're like almost the second nature things. So yeah, I'm a curious person. That's my personality, and I'm a people person, and I like to have fun. I like to enjoy myself. YOLO. You only have one life. Might as well enjoy it.
Do you have a go-to guy, the vet on the team that you'll ask questions to? Is it the coaching staff? Who's your go-to?
I like going to like Jay Reed or like Chenna or DeMarcus Lawrence, like those guys that play on the other side of the ball. And like D-Law is a great example because he's been in the league for a long time, and asking them questions about the things that they're doing or how they're playing whatever I might be doing. And, those are really good conversations to have with guys that have been in the league for a long time and that you're going up against.
Oh yeah, it starts with Jay Reed. I love that. I love your talking to him.
Sure.
What are you doing on your time off, AJ? What are you interested in?
Shoot, no time off right now. But in the off season, kind of what I said about being creative, I like to, expand and curious. I like to expand my horizons and just indulge in whatever I can, off the field in terms of music and just, whatever it might be. But also I like to keep it to myself on some outside the building too. Like I kind of just go home and turn the switch off because I am such an energetic person when I'm in the building and at football that when I get away, don't text, don't call. I'm turning the switch off.
What kind of music you listening to?
Everything. Classic rock, country, rap, old rap, some EDM maybe. I like jazz music. Yeah, I can do literally anything.
You're all over the map.
Yeah, I change it up.
All right.
They had some classic rock going in the stadium yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, they play Styx all the time. They play Renegade as their
exactly.
hype song or whatever out there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, what was I know you're not going up against him individually, but just seeing DK out there playing for the opposing team, was that odd? I don't know if you guys were tight when he was here before, but what was that like?
Yeah, obviously DK was a staple here in Seattle for a long time. I was only with him for 1 year, and you kind of just know that, that's how some of the things in the league work. So it's definitely different to see him over there on the other side. Wish him nothing but success. But yeah, it was different, but, it's part of the league.
Well, AJ, congrats on a great win out there. The fans are fired up, and I would imagine you guys are as well. And hopefully it keeps going. We really appreciate you taking the time as always, and look forward to talking to you down the road.
For sure. Appreciate you guys.